Mully and Haugh, Chicago Sports Radio 670 The Score. He is the consummate pro, and he is here for us. DJ Moore joins us now on The Score hotline, powered by IBEW Local 9, Chicago's original powerhouse since 1892. DJ, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm feeling great.
You are?
That's
I mean,
good.
I was worried about you, man. You took – listen – that was the play of the game. That reception, they go to the right guy. The longest play of the game, 36 yards, and it sets up the field goal, and you win a game. But good God, you took a massive hit on that one, and targeted 13 times 11. I've been calling for more DJ Moore. Maybe you took too many hits. Maybe I'm wrong. How you doing?
No, I'm doing great. That wasn't a big hit at the end. Somebody just pulled my leg, so it was a little sore.
What a relief. So 3rd and 10, take us through it, because the Vikings, for reasons that they can explain in Minneapolis, they did not come after the quarterback on that final drive. They wanted to play coverage. You found the hole in the middle of it, and then Justin Fields put the ball exactly where he needed to. Take us through that play and what your theory is about why they left you so alone.
My theory behind why they left me so alone, I have no clue. But thank you to them. But that play we ran, we could run that play in our sleep. Me, Justin, and the guys. You know, that was a training camp play that we always hit against our defense. So whether it was man coverage or zone coverage, and they played zone and left me wide open.
Yeah, and, sometimes those are the hardest catches to make. Like, usually you're fighting in traffic or you're off the line. You got guys loading up on you. It was just the right play to the right guy. And we've talked about this before, about getting the ball in the hands of your playmaker. And that you had a great game, and that play kind of sealed the victory. And I know that, when you look at 12-10, the defense obviously powered that victory, but you were great in that game, and congratulations on all the plays you made.
Thank you. Yeah, the defense, shout out to the defense for playing how they played. They had multiple turnovers, and we finished out the game with the big play, and then Cairo hitting the game-winning field goal.
So, DJ, it's interesting because from our perspective, we're watching the game, and Justin Fields has 2 fourth-quarter fumbles. And I wonder, on the sidelines, in the huddle, it didn't seem like from watching on television, certainly, that there was any sort of reluctance. He was resilient. He came back, and he was attacking, and he didn't have his confidence waver. How difficult was that? How important was that? And did you see any change in him after the turnovers?
Really wasn't no change. You get down about the turnovers right then and there, but once we get another opportunity to go out there, you never know what can happen. And when we went out there, he had 2 runs. That we had 2 runs out there, and then we had the deep pass to set up the field goal. So he bounced back real good.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that a lot of things happened in that game, and it was kind of strange how many passes there were on the line of scrimmage, behind the line of scrimmage. It was almost like the kind of game plan that Tyson Bagent was running earlier in the year. You weren't really threatening downfield, and I know they're bringing everything, but it was, what was the statistic, David? It's the first time in how many
21 passes at or behind the line of scrimmage, DJ, and it was the most in the NFL since 2020.
It's crazy.
That's a crazy stat, but yeah, it was bringing a lot of pressure, so we just had to get the ball out, and we had answers for it. So that was part of the game plan, and then we knew they was going to fall off and bail out of there. So it really wasn't no chance for a deep shot.
Do you go into a game against the Vikings? Is their approach so much different than anyone else you play in the way they blitz and how often they come after you and how often you see man coverage? How different was the game plan last night against the Vikings because of that?
Real different, because they dial up different things that nobody has seen before, and then other teams try to copy it. But they go out there and play hard. That's what really gets their defense to where they are. And when they blitz, and they bring everybody, but the back end falls off. so you really can't take shots over the top.
You know, victories have been hard to come by. Let's be honest. It's been a difficult season. You've held up, and you've played with two different quarterbacks, and you're now a 1,000-yard receiver, which might not mean much to you. It's old hat. But, my God, we haven't seen that around here. And pretty extraordinary that you know, all the games with an undrafted free agent quarterback, your production – and I'm sure you're not overwhelmed by it, but it's been really fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm grateful to be at 1,000 yards again. You know, with a new team, with two quarterbacks, Justin and Tyson. So, I mean, it's always a blessing to get to that mark. So, I'm looking forward to what the next 5 games hold.
70 catches, 1,003 yards, DJ. When you went into this season, new team, as you said, new town, and everything kind of starting over, did you have statistical goals? I imagine they're probably beyond this, but can you share any of your numbers that you were chasing this season?
I really didn't have no numbers this season. I just was going into it with an open mind and going to play the game how I played, and whatever numbers I had at the end of the year is whatever numbers I had.
So tell us about what the post game was like. What's it like in the locker room after you come back and win a game where they scored a touchdown late? What's it like on the plane? Especially going to a bye? I mean, good God, you could pretty much have a ton of fun. What was the experience like?
The locker room was overly excited. You know, they had the music going. Everybody was shaking hands and hugging. It was nothing but excitement in there. And then on the plane, everybody was up, either talking or playing games and or just watching a movie. I fell asleep, because I had to get up early.
Well, thank you for getting up early. You had responsibilities you had to honor. We appreciate that. DJ, you know, this season has not maybe gone so well. You guys are 4-8 now, but there seems to be, outside of Hal, maybe pressure, or we talk about speculation and all those things. You're a pro. You've probably been through this before. How do you block that out? And how would you describe how much that seeps into the locker room, if it does at all?
Yeah, I just block it out until whatever the end of the year holds, it holds. So all we can control is one of these next games and having a winning record at the end, like winning out, and wherever that takes us, it takes us, and whatever the front office want to do is whatever they're going to do.
I'm curious about your reaction to what happened in Carolina. You know, Frank Reich is fired. They've been firing coaches. A coach a year gets fired. They don't finish the season. What was it like when you heard that? I know you didn't play for him, but you know they traded Christian McCaffrey. You are traded, and now they're losing for a living, and they're firing the coach. It just seems like if they hang on to their talent, maybe they're not firing a coach a year. Am I wrong?
You may not be wrong about that, but I don't really know the inside over there no more. So I just seen it come on the ticker just like everybody else when he got fired.
5 games left. You guys needed this victory against a divisional opponent, the first one since Matt Eberflus has arrived, DJ. How much value can this have? What is the key to making this mean maybe more than just one victory and it becoming maybe a launching pad or something that you guys can use to create some momentum?
That we could just finish out the season strong. You know, went out 5 games would be 9-8. That'd be great. Either way, you know, this team is still sticking together no matter what, and we just hope that we go out there and finish strong and be the best team out there.
I'm curious about your bye-week plans. First of all, did the coach give you guys the week off? Do you go in? Is the building locked? I believe the rules are you can practice a couple times, but does he want you to just go rest, relax? What are your plans? And you know, how's your body? I mean, you know, there was a lot of abuse in that game. He took a lot of shots. How do you kind of replenish yourself for the rest of the run here?
Yeah, we got the whole week off and go back on Monday. So I'm going to just relax with the family, and then any nicks and bruises I got, they'll be all right. They'll heal over the week.
As importantly, how did you spend Thanksgiving, and who was the mystery guest that you alluded to last week?
Thanksgiving was good. We had Deontay and Mooney come over.
Oh, that's great. Good for you. So listen, you got a week off, then you get back to work. Do you feel like there's unfinished business with Detroit, given the way that that kind of turned on you, and how much are you getting prepared for the next opponent on a week off? Do you just wait and go in on Monday, or are you looking at tape? How is your preparation for the game after the bye?
It's a lot of unfinished business. We didn't finish that game out the last time we played them, so we're gonna be focusing on that. And then for this game coming up, I'll probably later on in the week start watching some of the last time we played them, and then some of the games that they played in between. So I'm gonna just be on them sparingly through the bye week, but not too heavy.
You know, DJ, we sort of kidded about how the passing game was so horizontal more than vertical. And I just wondered, in the time that you have now during the off week, when you come back, will you get involved with talking to Luke Getty about maybe things that may work better than throwing 21 passes at or behind the line of scrimmage, because it was almost excessive? And it did seem like the Vikings at one point in time knew what was going to happen before it happened. How much will you get involved, if at all? How much do players get involved in formulating these game plans?
Probably not at all, but they will ask, do I like this or that? And I give my input. But for the most part, whenever the game plan is in, we just go through it. They ask if I have any questions or anything like that, any changes. And then it goes from there. If I say no, it's no. And then they ask me a specific route that I want to run, then I'll give them one. But other than that, I'm not really going too much into changing the game plan.
Are you targeted enough now that you got this game? I mean, you know, we've been complaining about it. That was a career high in catches, your 11 catches. Obviously, every time they throw the ball to you, you're going to make a play. But I wonder if 11 is enough, or if 11's too many. What's your take on the 13 targets and 11 catches?
I think it was cool. You know, even with them being at the line of scrimmage, it was fine with me. I mean, they were productive, so I think all but 2 were negative, but made up for them on the back end. So I'm cool with the targets that I get. If it's 5 or 11, I'm cool with whatever.
So you've got 2 primetime games, one against Washington and one against the Vikings, and you've got 19 catches in those 2 games. You are ready for prime time, but I would imagine, is that a different level of intensity? Do you definitely get up for games that you know are on a nationally televised audience?
Yeah, you definitely get up for them type of games. Thursday night, Monday night, Sunday night, you get up for them. It's a lot of different juice flowing through your body at that time.
So pretty extraordinary that you guys won without getting a touchdown. And that, just for reference point, the league, it was 0 for 28 in games in which teams did not score a touchdown until last night. And the Bears had been 0 for 39. The last 39 games, they didn't score a touchdown. That goes back to 1993. It's pretty extraordinary that you could win a game without a touchdown, but you managed to pull it off. Have you ever been a part of anything like that before, where the kicker kicks 4 field goals and that's enough?
I don't think I've been a part of it, but I mean, it's acceptable, but it's not acceptable because the offense got to go out and score at least a touchdown and not leave it all on the kicker to make the points.
So in your mind, as a veteran, as a teammate, as a guy who has tremendous chemistry with Justin Fields, what can a drive like that, what can a game like that do for his confidence and the way that he can finish this season?
It definitely gives him a boost. It shows that his growth has been steady throughout the season, and that he's primed to have an even better year next year and finish out the season strong.
When you, I'm sure when you watch the tape, you'll see how good the defense was, and they were great. There were some great performances. Jalen Johnson was very good, and Montez Sweat has made a huge difference. Do you get to watch that in game? Are you focused on the play that happened? Are you looking at an iPad, or do you watch when the defense is out there? How does that work?
I do both. I look at the little iPad that we got on the sideline, and then I focus my attention on the defense, and they was really balling out there yesterday.
Do you say anything to Jalen Johnson after he drops another pick six?
No, I didn't say nothing to him. He's a DB. They not receivers, so they don't catch as good.
You got to teach him to catch the ball, DJ. I mean, you can do it so well. Just give him a couple pointers, for God's sake, because he had a great game, but come on now.
Yeah, he's dropping some money, so we might need to fix that.
Maybe lose the gloves. Maybe it's the gloves. He's got the gloves on. It didn't work. Maybe he should try something different.
Nah, he's good with the gloves. And don't go out there looking. Swag got to be right.
How Montez Sweat, as I mentioned, is a multiplier. Has made the entire defense better. What do you think of the way he's playing? Do you have any communication with him? I mean, you're the two biggest stars on either side of the ball.
Yeah, I'll talk to him throughout the day, throughout the week. He pretty funny, and he definitely made a difference in the defense. You can see it week in and week out.
No doubt about it. Take care of your body. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the off week. We really appreciate you getting up early after the short flight home. And congratulations on another 1,000-yard season and a great victory last night, DJ.
Thank you, DJ.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're a total pro, man. Getting up in the morning for us. We really appreciate it.
Man, appreciate it.
That is DJ Moore. He is the Bears' star receiver, and he slept on the plane because he had to get up early. Isn't that awesome?
That's great.